for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Well, what a fun battle this should be. Washington and Dallas, traditional rivals, underway here on Thanksgiving Day. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Going to 54, wide.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Washington defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one up to around the 33. This defense for the Commanders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. The Cowboys, it's 7-3 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Pushes past him. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. This now a 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Go to 54, go to 54, wide. Go to 53. Go to 54, wide.
Now Prescott. That is caught, fighting his way through contact. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A give to Elliott running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Daron Payne who got in there to make the play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
In motion left goes Cooks.
Here we go, 46. 47. 26.
Prescott now. And he will slide down with a good gain. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, You go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Then we're going to 53. Then we're going to 54. Wide eight. 26.
A handoff left. Elliott. Oh, able to avoid him. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. But, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL. I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening. But how much fun is it each and every year to know that you got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Hey, kill.
In motion, that's Tolbert. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Lamb's first catch of the game. Good for a 1st down. On the counter, Elliott. And he is is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Getting to the ball that time was Jeremy Chin.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
First down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. And this is incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Robbie Chosen His second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shots?
Taking it right down Broadway. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, 62 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Now Hall to start the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off play action. Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. 22 yards there, a first down. A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, 4, 5, 6 years old, and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Daniels. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's going to wind up incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And a good job defensively. They stopped them short of the first at the 32. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, count. 47. 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. 26.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. A one-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch.
And now an audible here into something else.
Paul want to give up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Daniels. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked.
Okay,
nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Running on first down, Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw on second down, Daniels. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he'll go down at the 28. On first down, Daniels completes it to Hardman.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Off play action. Daniels. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw. Daniels.
This pass out wide to Hall. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Back to throw. Daniels. That's caught at the 3. Touchdown. From a yard out.
And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They go to Elliott again. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Shipley. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important third down. Now Prescott. Pass taken in by
by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
On third down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. All again on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Back to throw.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Trap 50, trap 50. 60 average, 60 average.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On second down, Elliott.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Cowboys, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get a few